I wanted to kind of walk through some of the water systems. If you've seen the previous videos of the bathroom, you've seen our camp shower setup here where we're basically running through out of a 5-gallon, 10-gallon bucket through a Zodi and into this camp shower, which is not great. I want water that's going to come out of the shower head, and our plumber came last week and did some preliminary work, so we're going to walk you through. You can see that the water lines go through this wall up here, and they come down and around over to this shelf over here. And the goal was to take them through this wall into this room, which is a closet, and have them go into the hot water heater there and then into the cistern room. However, what we found with the installation of this closet is that it is quite a bit colder than we thought it was going to be. You see this pink door that I've created. It used to just be a piece of foam that we shoved in here. This is a little bit more engineered. So because that room was made with walls that are just hardy board and insulation and not like a bead board or something that has a little better insulative values, and I think more importantly because it's a part of a slab that is also in the cold, cold, cold garage, it's really cold in here. So we can't put the water heater in here. We had to change it up. So you can see what we've done to try and help alleviate some of the cold issues. We ended up putting down some polystyrene and then covering it with this Luan, and so we thought that would kind of help keep the cold down. Not so much. So we're at what? Like 42 degrees maybe. Pretty cold. So, this is where our electrical line comes through because our water heater was going to be right here. And what Danny's going to have to do is put this line up, and we will install this timer here. And this will help us determine when our hot water heater is getting some energy to make our water warm so it complies with the way that we're living. But because it's so cold in here, we didn't want, the water lines will run through the ceiling in here, and as long as we are above freezing, we should be fine. But running them through the ceiling will let us take them over into the cistern room, which is on the other side of this wall, and take them into that room. And that is where all of the components are going to be. And I'll turn this dehumidifier off for right now. So this is our cistern room and also our storage room, obviously. The water is coming off of the roof in this location here. This actually captures the water from the east side of the Harn on the north facing roof. And there's also another inlet coming into the other end of the second septic tank that we're using for water storage on that end, and that covers the west side of the roof on the north side. And eventually, when our plumber comes back, you have to watch your head here, we're going to be pulling out of these two holes in the septic tanks so that we can pull water from each of the storage tanks. The hoses will be going into the pump here and then into a pressure tank and then up through a filter system which has a 20 micron filter and a 5 micron filter, and then our water tank is going to go in this area over here. So it's a little different than we originally thought, and I can tell you the lesson learned is if you're going to put a slab in the garage that's also going to have a piece of your house, put insulation between those two slabs so that they are not joined. But it's not a terrible thing. It's just kind of stinks, but we are able to make do. like most of what's happened here at the Harn, we do what we think is the right thing, and then sometimes it rocks, and sometimes it just runs into issues. So we're learning as we go, and hopefully, oh yeah, that hurts. We hit our head on these rafters quite a little bit. Our son's girlfriend is about 5 foot nothing. She is so cute, and we call this a Celia-sized room. So, anyways, that's where we're at with our water system right now, and hopefully we'll have running water before the end of the month.